Hey, this is Steven from LegitTechTutorials, and welcome back to my product design tutorial series. So we are about to start our first video on the design of the shredder. So again, the shredder is a 6x6 industrial style shredder that you could put plastic scraps into and make and use it in my multi-extruder to make filament, or do pretty much anything else you want to do. Cut up stuff, another idea would be to cut up things and then use it on cut up organic material and then use it in a composter. Another one would be, my buddy was saying that he would want one because he would want to cut up scrap pieces of plastic and then make his own sheets at home. So cut up the plastic, put a little toaster oven in a little in a little tray, and then shove it into a mold, press it down for a while, and then boom, you have your own plastic piece that you made from scrap plastic, either water bowls or milk jugs or whatever. Something like that. Alright, so again, it's a 6x6x3. So what we're going to do in this first video is we're going to design the most important part, which are the cutting the cutting wheels. And as you know, the cutting wheels, the cutting wheels of the cutting teeth or whatever, they are kind of like a typhoon symbol. So we'll start designing that. Instead of showing you what it would look like, I'll design one. And we're going to be mainly doing, we're going to do just a two-tooth one right now. So one here and then one over here. And then in the center, we're going to have in the center, we are going to have a square. And the square is going to be about 1 inch. Let me see. It's going to be a total of 3 inches. So let's do like a 0.75 right now. But first thing we need to do, as always, change this to inch. Sorry about that, my cat's kind of bugging me right now. Okay. Here, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. Whoops, I said it was going to be 0.75, right? 0.75. It's probably going to end up being 0.5. Right now, 0.75. Okay. Now, we need to create a circle. And this circle is going to be, so now we need to figure out how tall we want the teeth to be. Because in total, to get the 6x6, it needs to have, the teeth obviously need to be teeth, and the circle need to be 3 inches. So we need to figure out past 3 inches, how big do we want the teeth? Do we want some 1/2 inch teeth or some 3/4 inch teeth? Let's go 3/4 for everything right now. So if we have 3/4 inch teeth, we got to go 3/4 under 3 inches, which is 2.25. And there we go. There's our big circle. So as you see, the 0.75 takes up quite a bit. And then we're going to do kind of like a little freeform arc model here for the tooth. So we'll go here, and then the point will be here, and then it'll have like this undercut here. So let's go ahead and do that now. It's going to be like a 3-point arc, and we're going to start from like right here or so. And then we're going to go up. And then we're going to design the tooth. I'm going to go from here to there. And so that's similar to kind of what we're trying to do. We're trying to do something like that. And then what we would do right now is we would do the circular tool and then drag that around however many times that we want. was it? I'm looking through Chegg, and Chegg we had these really nice little shredder wheels. Filmmaker. Oops. Alright, so let's see if I can find one of those wheels. I just took a picture of one of the wheels. Just to get a look at like what the teeth look like. Okay, here's a good picture. So here's a good picture. So in this case, it's just got maybe it's just got a little hook. So it's just going up and forward at an angle, and then back. So let's go ahead and try that. So what it's doing is it's just getting up and forward at an angle. So kind of like that. And it's got like a flat spot at the top. So this would be flat and then come down. So this would be flat for a second there. And then like arc down. Arc. Point arc. Boom. Boom. It's kind of like that. So what we'll do for the angle, because the main thing we're going to be doing is this angle here. Let's turn this guy into a construction line. And then we're going to make sure that we have the sketch dimension between this guy and this guy. Have it up in there. So if we do 8, 10 degrees, etc., etc. But we want a nice cutting edge here. So one of the things is I'll probably have to make a cutting edge. Like some of these have cutting edges, but yeah, it's radiused here as it comes in. That's another interesting point. It's got a little radius here. Oops. So we could do a little radius here rather than having it try to do a tight corner there. Two lines works. Okay, apparently you can't do that on a circle. Arc. So that looks good. Okay, I like that right now. So let's go ahead and just do a circle tool. So we just have to circular pattern. So we just have to edit these guys. So let's go ahead and see if I could get circular pattern. Okay. 9 selected. Center point. I forgot to get this top piece. There we go. And right now we're just gonna have 2. There you go. It should be going the same direction. Alright, Alright, so let's go ahead and stop that sketch, and now we're going to extrude it and see what she looks like. Oh, I didn't know you could right click and extrude. That's cool. Alright. So let's extrude. Each of these have to be, they're going to be in 1/4 inch plate. 0.25. There you go, 1/4 inch plate. So now let's take a look at how that guy looks. Oh, excuse me. So I mean, it looks good to me. I like to have a little bit more hook. This is what we do. Go back. Let's double the hook. Whoa, holy shit. That's freaking weird. We want this point. There we go. Why did that not coincide? Oops. Sorry, excuse me. What the hell? Okay, so for right now, let's just get rid of that guy. And then we'll re-edit this piece. Alright. So I just want to add a quick, another arc. Right about here. There. What the hell? See, now that's why it's driven. I want it to be driven. So now if I do the 10, that's fine. Alright, where's my circular tool? Circular pattern. Where's my circular pattern? What the hell is this? Okay, let's just do it again. Time we at? 15 minutes. Alright, that looks better. Alright, now how does he look?
the hell? Looks quite a bit better. Looks pretty good. So yeah, I mean we're pretty close to this guy here. That's pretty much what he's doing. He's just doing straight, then straight back, and straight down. Also, another restraint that we need to have is this guy here can only be alright, this guy can only be an additional,
I wanted it to be 3/4 of an inch. That's way too big for a tooth. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch. 0.75. Holy shit. So I think the maximum I can make this guy is like maybe 0.5.
because these guys right here are about 1/4 of an inch or so.
Yeah, they might be half an inch. Let's go with half an inch.
Okay.
Half an inch, and let's push this guy to 2.5. Here we are. Now these are all left up. It's not constrained properly.
Inside this guy.
Oh yeah. This guy. Go up there like that. Alright.
Still looking good. Get it off center. Alright. That looks good.
Alright, so the other piece of these is I want to, so first I'm going to save this under Shredder. Okay, so you see what I just put in there, degrees. So the idea is that each of these shredder dials, or cutting wheels, or shredder wheels, or shredder grinder wheels, whatever, each of them are going to have a different offset, all together making 360 degrees. So the reason why I want to do that is so that not all of them grab onto the material at the same time, because then you need a lot more force. So I only want one set of teeth engaging at one time. So because I say one set, that means one piece of each shredder is going to be engaged at once. Or one set. So in this particular one that's 6 inches long, and we're talking a 1/4 inch sheet of steel, that means that we have to have a whole bunch of these guys. So you have 4 1/4 inches in an inch times 6. That means 24 of these shredder pieces. So what I need to do is I need to go onto my calculator, right? And then take 360 and divide it by 24, like I said, 4/4 in an inch, and I have 96 inches, so that's 24 inches. So 24 of these dials, but there are 24 on one. There's 12 on one side and 12 on the other side. So I need to divide 360 by 12, right? Because this one and the one on the other side are going to be the same exact angle, because I want them to cut at the same exact time, so they're going to hit at the same exact time. So that's 30 degrees. So what that means is that the next one of these guys that I'm going to make is going to be, this square here is going to be rotated by 30 degrees. So what I'm going to do is edit sketch, and then how I'm going to do this is I'm going to draw a line . Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this one off over here. I'm going to draw a line from here to the vertical. Let's just do from here to here, just so we're not in the way of anything. And then this guy is going to be our angle line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, sketch dimension, from this piece to this piece. It says 45 degrees. It says it's constrained. Is there like a rotate? Okay. This guy to this corner. What I'm going to do is then do a sketch dimension from here to there. So it's not going to let me edit that then. Because seeing that these are... I like how my circular pattern's nested in there. So what am I gonna do? So that is a no-go. So what I'll do is I'll just take a point, arbitrary point, and set it right there, and then constrain it from the edge, saying that it is 0.15 or whatever. Oops. Then I will constrain this guy, and then constrain this guy, and then let's just go here and look at this guy and say this is 1.5. What? Oh, 0.15. Okay, well it has to be that size. Okay. So, then when I draw a line from here to here, and now what I'll do this is probably not going to work. What I'm probably going to have to do is inscribe a circle in here. So what happens if I do like 40 degrees? It's just going to push.
Okay. Let's try that again. Shh. Alright. What we're gonna have to do. Four sides. We want this to be. Yeah, so that should mean. Oh, this is the radius. Okay, so half 0.375. So this is gonna be 4.375. Shh. All right, now the curious question is how I'm going to set. Okay. Now I can set a point here. Shh. Shh. Okay, now let's try this. All right. There we go. So, theoretically speaking, this guy is going to be 90 minus my 30, correct? 90 minus my 30. Okay. So 90 minus the 30. 60. Alright, so there is a partially rotated circle. Another thing to do is you could rotate these guys around, but I like this one where I just have to rotate the square like so. So what happens if I do 0 degrees? Oops. It looks like I'm gonna have to go around the horn probably. Yep, around the horn. So 350. Alright, cool. Alright, so this is 90 minus 30 is 60. Oops. Wait, what? Alright. Here we go. Alright, so now we're going to save this as. Oops. So now this is 30 degree. So now. Uh-oh. So now comparing this guy. To this guy. So let's go ahead and save this. So here's the straight, no offset. Here's a 30 degree offset. So we need to have, 12 of these guys. Yet I'll have the offset, and then these guys will match up to another one that is exactly like it on the other side, and then those two are going to mesh together. So now I'm still kind of thinking about this 1/4 inch thing. 1/4 inch is really, really heavy steel, so
I might go heavier. The reason why I'm thinking about 1/4 inch is because when I'm moving stuff into the shop, tech shop, their new location, there's not going to be any parking, so, and I want to be able to lift it into the shop without using a forklift. But as you see, there's going to be a whole bunch of these things, so we'll have to see how that works out. Alright, so that's the end of this video. It's been Steven from LegitTechTutorials. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more reviews like in this series and other series as well. Catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. Peace.